Independent Australia's Michelle Pini spoke to federal opposition leader, former Queensland drug cop, and international teen heartthrob Peter Craig Dutton this week about how he is going to make Australia great again.
I'm here on the veranda of Peter Dutton's high-set Queenslander home, up on stilts, located on the glorious, scenic southern swamplands of Rockhampton. We are looking out over his 100-acre Yeppen pumpkin and potato farm, having a cup of tea and talking about what the new year might bring for the federal opposition leader. Mr Dutton, thank you for making time to speak to us from the picturesque marshlands of dank, humid, mosquito-infested central Queensland.
Good day, Michelle. It's great to have you in my home. I'd just like to make the point, however, that we are in Yeppoon. But that commie pinko Labor leader Albanese calls it Yeppen, and now it's caught on with the locals.
I believe Yeppoon is actually 38 kilometres in the opposite
That's
direction.
just leftist propaganda. This is how fake news spreads, Michelle.
Let's just leave that for now.
So, as I was saying, growing root vegetables for my own private purposes is just simply a guilty pleasure of mine.
Have you been working hard on the farm over the holiday break?
Well, as a matter of fact, not really. I've been more practising my smile in front of the mirror in the hallway powder room.
Okie dokie. Well, we spoke with Elite Liberal Party Strategy Team Chief Strategist Billy Bobby Brown recently about the rebranding of Peter Dutton, following on from the spectacular success of ScoMo for your predecessor. How do you feel about this initiative?
Well, Michelle, I seldom have thoughts on this type of issue, or indeed any other sort of issue. As a matter of fact, I usually leave this sort of thing to our elite strategy team, the biannual Liberal Strategy and Communication Secretariat, the ball sacks team. However, I do find the whole smiling thing quite disagreeable.
Well, can you tell me which of the two proposed nicknames you prefer? I believe Pedo or PeDon are the contenders.
Well, pedo seemed to me to be the most appropriate, and no one in our highly skilled ball sacks can understand why it didn't catch on with the focus groups. But given that piss poor result, it seems PeDon is likely to get the gold.
Right. So your root vegetable growing fetish is the reason you came to Yeppen?
Yeppoon, and no, actually I came up here to check for stray boats filled with illegal immigrants.
But, Mr Dutton, PeDon, we are 20 miles inland.
That's exactly what those evil people smugglers would have you believe. Another yam, Michelle?
No thanks. What do you say to your critics who claim you have an inordinate amount of hatred for so-called boat people?
Well, that's just more greeny, woke, commie, lefty nonsense, Michelle.
Oh, so you don't hate boat people?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I do. Stop trying to twist my words. That's the trouble with you politically correct lefties at the ABC. But I also bitterly despise many, many, many other sections of our community.
Independent Australia isn't actually the ABC.
More fake news?
Okay, well, at least the smile hasn't left your face, Mr Dutton.
Oh, Michelle, I wish it could. It's beginning to look a lot like rictus.
Right, so who else do you hate?
Ooh, my favourite topic. Well, pinko lefties, obviously.
I see.
Also, Africans in gangs or out of them. Lebanese, Pacific Islanders, Aboriginals. Another sweet potato, Michelle?
No.
Oh, and women, obviously.
Alrighty then. Well, we'll have to leave it there. Mr Dutton, thank you for your time.
Especially woke women. All women, actually, except Susan Lee and that Prue McSween.
Thank you, Mr.
To be honest,
Dutton.
Prue is very annoying.
I'm Michelle Pini from Independent Australia. Thank you for tuning in to our interview with Opposition Leader Peter Dutton.
Also those LGBXYZ BLT people.
Right, goodbye.
This podcast is brought to you by Chum Dog Food. Are you tired of your dog barking angrily at foreigners and chasing Aboriginal children away from their homes, barefoot and scared? Then perhaps it's time to switch your mutt to
Chum Dog Food!
A perfect gift to leave on the desk of any dog acts you know in your life.
Chum Dog Food!
Available now from all good retailers.
Muslims of all descriptions, Mexicans, Haitais, Greeks, Spanish, South Africans, apart from the white ones.